It was supposed to be a routine trip. I had driven down this highway 100 times before, but this time, something felt different. The air seemed thicker, the sky a shade darker. I shook off the unease and pressed on, eager to reach my destination before nightfall. The car radio fizzled and died, leaving me alone with my thoughts. I turned a corner, and that's when it happened, a blinding flash of light, so intense I had to close my eyes. When I opened them, everything had changed. The familiar road was now shrouded in a dense, unnatural fog, and the trees lining the highway twisted grotesquely towards the sky. I slowed the car, heart pounding, and tried to get my bearings. This wasn't the world I knew. Panic gripped me as I drove forward, hoping to find a sign, anything that would make sense. The fog parted slightly, revealing a small town that seemed to materialize out of nowhere. Desperate, I pulled into the first parking spot I saw and stepped out. The streets were deserted, the silence oppressive. I called out, my voice echoing back eerily. "Hello? Is anyone here?" No answer. I walked down the main street, my footsteps the only sound. The buildings looked familiar yet off, windows boarded up, doors hanging on broken hinges. A figure appeared in the distance, and I felt a surge of relief. "Hey! Can you help me?" I shouted, waving my arms. The figure turned, and as they approached, my relief turned to dread. Their eyes were hollow, their smile a cruel twist. Something was deeply wrong. "Welcome," the figure said, their voice dripping with malice. "You're not from around here, are you?" I got lost. "Can you tell me where I am?" My voice trembled. "Another traveler, just passing through," they murmured, almost to themselves. "Why don't you come inside?" Against my better judgment, I followed them into a nearby building. The inside was worse, dimly lit, with shadows dancing on the walls. More figures emerged from the darkness, their expressions predatory. The door slammed shut behind me, and I realized my mistake. "You shouldn't have come here," one of them hissed. "This place is for us, the ones cast out, the ones who revel in darkness." I backed away, heart racing, but there was nowhere to go. They closed in, eyes gleaming with a malevolent hunger. I tried to fight, but they were too strong. They dragged me to the center of the room, their laughter echoing in my ears. Pain exploded through me as they tore into my flesh, their nails and teeth rending me apart. I screamed, but it only seemed to excite them more. The last thing I saw was their faces, twisted in grotesque delight as they feasted on my suffering. Darkness claimed me, and in my final moments, I realized the horrifying truth. I had stumbled into another dimension, a place where everyone was evil, and I was their latest victim. The agony faded, replaced by an all-consuming void. And then, there was nothing.